What up, world? I'm Steve, founder and CEO, CryptoCrewUniversity.com, home of the #1 crypto classes. If you want to take this complex world of crypto, make it super simple so that you have more success, this channel is for you. Hit that subscribe button right now. This is a pivotal time in the history of Bitcoin. Everybody is trying to make sense of what is happening. But Bitcoin has just done something it has never done in history, which could very well be the key to what is going to come in the next few months. This video is going to unlock exactly what this thing is that Bitcoin has never done in history, what it means for you right now, and what it means for you in the next handful of months. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope you have a smile on your face. I hope you're looking fresh, and I hope you're sitting back, relaxed, and ready to learn. This is going to be a jam-packed video. If you're watching this on Thursday, maybe you live in Asia, or maybe you live in the land down under in Australia. Good day, mates, to you. And if you're watching this a few months from now, this is going to be absolutely incredible to come back and watch this kind of video when we're in a specific situation and a breaking point in Bitcoin's history. So this will be pivotal. So what we're going to cover in today's video is obviously what is this thing that Bitcoin has never done in history, and it just did it. What does it mean for us right now and in the future? We're also, on top of that, going to cover the most critical charts to watch right now. And as always, Steve's Secrets to Success, a game changer for you to make more money, to have more success in your life. Today's topic is discipline, and how discipline can make you substantially more money and have substantially more success in your life. Last but not least, I just want to say thank you. We are building something so special together. I'm not doing this alone. It's me, you, the person to the right of you, and the person to the left of you. So thank you so much. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done so already. Hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the nitty-gritty. As we know, Bitcoin has been in a pivotal place where we had a long extended bear market. The bear market led us into this candle in December, where the high majority of humans predicted we were going lower. We made a video in this candle stating that the next major move is going to be a legendary rally. We ended up having a pretty legendary rally, very parabolic. And during this rally, it was really apparent that this kind of rally was not typical. It was not normal, and it was not healthy, as we talked about as we started going really parabolic. And right in this candle, we did something that was not really popular. We said, look, the rally is over. This is a gravestone doji candle, and we had a major trend reversal. So we were a couple steps ahead. We were blessed and fortunate to be on the right side of the track, and we did so as well with this candle, calling for a failed rally, and this candle. Then the major thing became the 21-week moving average. We talked about it for 8 weeks in a row, and we said, look, if we break below that 21-week moving average, it's going to be a disaster. It could be very, very bad. And right now, we're going to update on that. But Bitcoin just did something that it's never done in 9 years, something that's substantial, something that we need to be really, 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 really pay close attention to, because this one thing could dictate the next 3 to 6 months in crypto. It's very substantial. So what I want you to do is focus for a second. I want you to think about what that feeling was like, because every single day for the past few months, every day, you have been stressed out, checking prices all day on your phone. I want you to be able to say, enough is enough. I love crypto, but I'm done with the stress. And I want you to feel the joy of winning. Just like my students. Imagine over this course that you've been stressed, overwhelmed, anxious, emotional, imagine instead you could have doubled your Bitcoin, just like my students did. Following my customized hybrid trading strategy, you would have sold at 13,500. And if you followed the strategy, you would have bought back in down here, almost doubling your Bitcoin. I want you to say, enough is enough. I am done with the stress in crypto. I need a strategy, and I want you to feel the joy of winning. The end of summer sale is officially over in a few days from now. October 8th is the absolute last day. If you missed this sale the past couple of weeks, this is your absolute last chance. This is your absolute last chance. Do not miss it. You will regret it. You're going to sign up to the Diamond Combo. If you have been in crypto for just a few months, the Diamond Combo is perfect for you. It'll be the first link. Look right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video, or go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. Diamond Combo, save $800 with PayPal or credit card. Save an extra $500 with Bitcoin or Ethereum. If you have been in crypto around 1 to 2 years, the Gold Combo will be absolutely perfect for you. Look down, it'll be the second link. Look down right in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video, or go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. Again, $500 PayPal credit card, extra $500 with Bitcoin or Ethereum. Massive savings. The clock is ticking. October 8th, absolute last day. If you missed this opportunity, this is your last chance. If you have any questions at all, email me right now. info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. We're going to start out with a pretty eye-opening chart. We're going to look at all 9 years of Bitcoin's history, and we're going to break it down in a really simple way. Our green line here represents our 21-week moving average, right? Green line, 21-week moving average. Our blue line is the 100-week. Plain and simple, when we're in a bull market, we hold the 21-week as support. When we're in a bear market, we hold the 21-week as resistance. In last week's video, we highlighted this circle right here, which was the only time during a bull market that price action went below the 21-week moving average. That was right here in July. Remember that date. Put that date in your memory bank for this video, because this is going to come in very handy and it's going to blow your mind. Remember July 2013. So we've got the 100-week, right? When we're in a bull market, we never come down to really play with the 100-week, right? And you can see we've illustrated here bull markets right here and bear markets here. During this video, I'm going to give you 2 simple steps to know all the time if we're in a bear market or if we're in a bull market. 2 distinct steps. But during the bull market, you can see that price action really doesn't play with our 100-week moving average. You can see back here in 2012, we didn't play with the 100-week. We were in an absolute bull run. 2013, same, we weren't even close. And then we went into a bear market. When we're in a bear market, we come down and we hold support on the 100-week. Right? And then eventually we break below. This happens time and time again, and it's happened year after year. In a bear market, again, we play with the 100-week and we cross down below. In a bull market, we really don't touch the 100-week. So as we continue here, we illustrated this is when we started a bull run right here in October 2015. This is the only time in history that we played with the 100-week. But it was really close to when the bull market actually started. And it's just a handful of weeks after we finally got price action above the 100-week. Remember, when we enter a bull market, it's very frequent that price action is below the 100-week And as the bull market really takes off, we never really touched the 100-week again. But we touched it just a handful of, let's just measure here. I think it's 35 days. 35 days from when price action got above to when we actually came down to hold support. And then since then, we were off to the races. And during 2015 and 2016, we were very far from the 100-week. As we continue, we entered a bear market. Again, when we entered the bear market back here towards the end of March in 2018, it was not a popular thing to talk about. Nobody believed psychologically that we would ever enter a bear market because we just went to 20,000 and everyone thought that this was just a short-term correction and we're going back to 20, 50, 100,000. And we made a video about this. And we were officially the first person on YouTube to talk about the death cross. Right? Bitcoin death cross warning back here on March 16th, a couple weeks before it happened in 2018. We got a lot of hate for this video because it was not a popular thing to say, but it was what was true in the charts. In this video, we went on to say that not only are we going to have a death cross, that we would be in a bear market for the next 1 year. And that ended up being pretty accurate. We were blessed and fortunate to be able to do that. But again, psychologically, when we enter a bear market, nobody wants to believe it. And it takes 6-8 months for people to really accept it. And again, when you enter a bear market, price comes down and plays with the 100-day. As we continue, we enter a new, fresh bull market. We entered the bull market back here in April of this year, of 2019. And you can see that we got price action above the 100-week, but what has happened is very rare. We actually came down and we're holding support on the 100-week. This has only happened one other time, and the other time was 35 days after price action got above. Now it is about 140 days. If we go here and take a measured move, it's 140 days after price action got above. What I want us to do is take a deep breath. This is not something to panic about. There's some other charts that I'm going to show you in this video that are really mind-blowing and potentially panic. But what I want you to do is pay close attention to the 100-week. If we see price action go below, that'll be the only time in history we've done that. We haven't seen that yet, and it's a pretty similar move to this one back here, as we pointed out, where we started a bull market, price action got above the 100-week, and we closed down here. The only other time in history was this one, right? And we're in that same scenario now, except it's different this time. Price action is below the 21-week. Last time, when we came down here and held support, we never went down below the 21-week. We were always above the 21-week, and we held briefly, momentarily, support on the 100-week. This time is different. This time, price action is clearly below the 21-week, and we're clearly holding support. It's a different scenario. It's a chart I want you to pay close attention to, and if you see us go below this price of 7,700, obviously we can have a wick through. We don't care about wick throughs. We always care about the close and specifically the body of the candle. So over the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, watch this chart like a hawk. What I also want to show you, and just a reminder, that during this time, we're still in a bull flag, right? We had a parabolic move. We had a substantial move down, but we stayed within our parameters of a textbook bull flag. And this is on total market cap, so Bitcoin and altcoins. And a lot of people are wondering, well, what about altcoins? What can you tell us about altcoins? Please show us a chart about altcoins. I need to know what's going on with altcoin season. So I'm going to show you that. Again, this is where we keep this complex world of crypto super simple so that you have more success. Hit that subscribe button right now and hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate you. let's get to this altcoin chart that I'm sure you're dying to know more about. We showed you this chart back in July. Back in July, the altcoin market, total altcoin market, was at about 94 billion. And I showed you this specific chart, and we said, look, here's the chart in a simple way to understand altcoins. We were at about 94 billion, but I said, watch 63 billion. Why 63 billion? How did we come up with that number? We just look left. We always just look left. If you're wondering what's going to happen in the future of these charts, what's going to happen to the right, all you need to do is look left. And when we look left, we say, okay, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months as resistance, 1 month as support. And if we look further left, we say, okay, way back here in September 2017, we actually held this exact level of 63 billion as support. And then we held this exact level again in October 2017 as support. Then we held this exact level again in November 2017 as support. It's no coincidence that a few months ago we told you to watch 63 billion, and right now we're holding exact support on 63 billion. Take a look at this monthly candle that we just started. Exact support. What I do like is that the previous month in September, we had some support pushing us up, right? We came back down, we had a wick through, but there was a lot of buyers to push us up. We have momentum pushing us up and holding us at that critical 63 billion. What does this mean? Does this mean we should sell our house and invest in altcoins? I'm not your financial advisor. This is not your financial advice. However, this is a really positive sign for altcoins. If we're continuing to hold this support, we should potentially see a nice bounce from this $63 billion level. Obviously, altcoins are going to be really, it's going to be really critical what Bitcoin does, but altcoins are setting up in a really nice way where previous resistance is future support. And again, this chart pattern happens time and time and time again throughout anything in the world that has a chart. You have critical resistance, which previously was our critical support. Critical resistance, we finally break through. We have a rally, an extended rally. Again, these are monthly candles. So we have a rally for a few months. We come all the way up a couple 100%. And then what happens? We have a beautiful, healthy correction right down to where used to be resistance is now support. This happens time and time again, and patience will win this game. So this is looking really good for altcoins. Now, we need to start to get into what is this thing that Bitcoin just did that's never done in history. I have a couple more charts that are really going to blow your mind, and then the big one. The big one is going to be something that could potentially affect the next 3 to 6 to 8 months in crypto. It could be a very, very big pivotal sign that's in the charts that we need to pay close attention to, that holds a lot of weight. So we're going to get into that. But first, I want to show you a review from Ruan. Ruan is a lot like you. In a situation, he said, look, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. You've completely changed my life. I went from losing money to doubling my money in just a few months. I want you to put your foot down and say, enough is enough. I'm tired of having that stress. I want you to feel the joy of winning, just like Ruan. Ruan, shout out to you. But look, I want you to put your foot down. No more stress. I need a strategy, and I am going to learn how to do this. End of summer sale is over in just a few days. October 8th, absolutely last day. If you missed the past few weeks to jump on and lock in these ridiculous savings with this sale, this is your last chance. Don't make the mistake of missing out on the sale. You will regret it. If you've been in crypto for just a few months, the diamond combo will be perfect for you. It'll be the first link. Look right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video as well, or go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. PayPal, credit card, save $800. Save an extra $500 with Bitcoin or Ethereum. If you have been in crypto for 1 to 2 years, the gold combo will be perfect for you. It's our top seller, our most popular by far. Second link, look right down in the description. I'll link for you inside the video as well, or go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. If you have any questions, email me right now, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. Again, final call, last chance on this sale. Clock is ticking. Do not miss this opportunity. Okay, what I want to show you on this chart is actually a little bit scary. Okay, what I want to show you here, again, if you're worried about the price action blocked over here, we're not there yet. We're going to get there in a moment. But I want to paint a very crisp, a very clear picture, right? We have parabolic run followed by a bear market. The bear market was in an absolute bull flag, right? So we have parabolic run, we have bear market in a bull flag, then we have golden cross, and we move into a bull market. If you look at the big picture of 9 years of crypto history, we've been in a bull market the high majority of the time. Only small amounts of time we're in a bear market. Bear market each time happened to be in a distinct bull flag. So parabolic run, bear market, bull flag, then we had a golden cross, and we moved into a bull market. During a bull market, we had maybe one red month randomly, and once in a while, we'll have two red months in a row. But pretty rare to have even 1 month, incredibly rare to have two, never more than 2 red months. Again, these are monthly candles. Then we moved into another classic textbook bear market where we had a whole bunch of red candles. But during a bull market, again, we had a bull flag, we had a golden cross. During the bull market, when we officially entered the bull market here, we had one random red month, and once in a while, 2. Never more than 2. And we have another random one, but once in a while, 2, never more than 2 red months. Again, this is in 2016. We were just talking about 2013. We went all the way back and we started talking about 2010. So we're in all the years here, throughout all the history, a maximum of 2 red months during a bull market. Fast forward, we had our third textbook bear market, which happened to be also in a bull flag. When we broke out, we had the golden cross, and look what's happened. Golden cross officially in a bull market, followed by 3 consecutive red months. Never in history has this happened. Never in history have we had 3 consecutive red months during a bull market. And mind you, in the 9-year history of Bitcoin, we've spent most of our time in a bull market. We've had substantial opportunities to have multiple months in a row in red, and it's never happened. The maximum is 2. We had 2 red months back here and 2 back here, never 3. We just had our close of the 3rd red month in a row. Again, you can say, well, Steve, I think it's because this was a really parabolic move. This move is peanuts compared to the parabolic moves we had back here. These are ridiculous parabolic moves. It makes the move that we just had look like nothing. So we can't say it's because of that. But this is something to really watch. This could potentially be a warning sign that in 5 to 6 months from now, we look back and we say, okay, we should have paid closer attention to this. It's never happened. Anytime you have something happen in the charts, look, we've had 3 red months in a row, but only during bear markets. This is a bear market. Look at all the red months in a row. Okay, We've got definitely 3 in a row. This is a bear market. Look at the red months in a row. This is a bear market. Look at the red months in a row. In a bull market, we've never had it. Pay close attention to this. Now, as we go into the next chart, it's really going to blow your mind. It's absolutely fascinating. And again, this is where we keep this complex world of crypto super simple so that you have more success. Hit that subscribe button right now and hit that thumbs up. Shout out to everybody in our community. We have such an incredible community, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Let's move to the next chart, because this is the reason we're all here. Obviously, this is the first time in history Bitcoin has ever done this, but the next chart I'm going to show you is a little more substantial than this one. And it's also something Bitcoin has never done in the history, and it's also something we need to pay close attention to. What I want to show you is we're going to start way back in 2010 again. And we're going to have 2 lines on this chart, 2 moving averages. Number 1, in green, our 50-day moving average. So now we're on the daily chart. We spent a lot of this video in a weekly chart and some of it in a monthly. We're going down to the nitty-gritty. We're going down to the daily chart so we can see all of the details, so we can make it really clear what all the details are telling us. And remember the date I mentioned you earlier, July 2013. That's going to come in very handy. So we have our 50-day, we have our 200-day, right? 50-day in green, 200-day in red. What I want you to notice is that during a bull market, we very rarely come down and play with the 200-day. During a bull market, we very rarely come down to play with the 200-day, 200-day being in red. What I want you to learn is that to enter a bear market, there's 2 distinct steps to enter a bear market. We need 2 check marks. We need both of them to be yes, otherwise we're not officially in a bear market. Number 1 yes is we need price action below the 200-day. If we have price action below the 200-day, we have 1 check mark for a bear market. The second is a death cross. If we have price action below and a death cross, guess what? We've officially entered a bear market. Those are the 2 distinct textbook ways to identify clearly a bear market versus a bull market. This is very important information to pay close attention to as I show you this history, the bear and the bull, how to know the 2 check marks. When we enter a bull market, how do you know? It's the exact opposite. We need price action above the 200-day, and we need a golden cross. Golden cross with 50-day crossing above the 200-day. Very critical. So we had a golden cross and price action. We officially entered a bull back here in March 2012. And then as we continued in our bull market, pay close attention to price action is never really playing with the 200-day. Sometimes we have some corrections, right? Sometimes we get a little close, but we're never really playing. And then one time in history, it happened. But look, we came down here, we're in a bull market, and we're not even close to the 200-day. This is the one time, the one day in the history of 9 years did we have a candle close below the 200-day. 1 day out of 9 years, 1 day candle closed below the 200-day during a bull market. And mind you, in the 9-year history of Bitcoin, pretty much all the time we've been in a bull market. We've had 3 distinct bear markets, and they've been relatively short. The bull markets have been substantially longer. 1 day, we had price action close below the 200-day. And as we continue on, you can see that once in a while we'll have a wick through, but never a candle close below the 200-day during a bull market. When we have price action move below, we're just about to enter a bear market. Again, how do you know we're in a bear market? 2 checks. Price action below the 200-day, death cross. Okay, officially in a bear market. And you can see price action is well below the 200-day. And then we entered a bull market back here in October 2015. And again, watch price never play with the 200-day. The 200-day is really substantial during bull markets to pay close attention to. And it's really important during bear markets to pay close attention to, just like the 21-week moving average that we have been talking about. And again, we could have a little wick through, but not the body close below during a bull market. Okay? And fast forward here, now we're in 2016, right? We've went through 6 years of data so far. We've had one single candle, one day close below the 200-day. Why is this important? As we approach 2017, we know that this was a parabolic time. We weren't even close to the 200-day. We were in a distinct bull market, and we weren't paying any attention to the 200-day. And again, we had some warning signs come through, which we'll get to in a minute. We officially entered a bear market at the end of March. How do we know? Price action below the 200-day and a death cross. When we fast forward here, we know that, okay, this was a pretty devastating bear market. We all know the emotions that were associated with this, but it was followed by a bull market. We got very excited. Emotions started to come in, and we said, this is the turning point. This is when we're going to go on a bull market for the next 4 years. Everybody was aligned. Bitcoin 100,000, Bitcoin 1 million, Bitcoin 100 million. I don't know what the crazy numbers were, but they were crazy. And everyone got really excited, and we officially entered a bull market in April 23rd, 2019. How do we know? We had our 2 check marks. We had price action above the 200-day, and we had a golden cross. As soon as we get 2 check marks, officially a bull market. And again, we went into the bull market, and we're not close to the 200-day, just like we're supposed to be. We're not close. We're in the bull market, and we're off to the races. And this was a really parabolic move and not a real healthy move to the upside. Followed by, we called out that market top at 14K. And as we proceed forward, we still weren't playing with the 200-day. But then we got to the point where, boom, we don't have just one candle below the 200-day. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row below the 200-day. This has never happened in any bull market in 9 years. Bitcoin has never had 5 candles below the 200-day and still maintained a bull market. It's never happened. In 9 years, it's never happened. We showed you it was just one candle that went below previously. One day. We've never had multiple days in a row and still maintained a bull market for an extended period of time. We have had warning signs like this, and they've come like right over here. And this has happened a few times. These are warning signs before we enter a bear market. We have price action dip below the 200 and come up and go parabolic again and dip below. This happened 1 to 2 months right before the bull market. This has happened a few times where we have price action below, and it's our warning sign that just around the corner is a bear market. Now, I want to talk about this not to scare anybody, but oftentimes in our videos, we're on the other side of the track where it's not popular. Nobody wants us to talk about it. But this is what the charts are saying. These are the facts. These are not my opinions or my ideas. This is just what the charts are saying. In a bull market, we have never had several candles in a row close below and continued a bull market. It's never happened. It's never happened. Right now, we're in day 5 of price action below the 200-day. This is substantial. But remember something. I asked you to remember July 2013. Why? Because this chart back here, we showed you that that's the only candle in July of 2013 that closed below the 21 weekly moving average. Remember in last week's video, we said first time in 6 years, Bitcoin has done this. It was to close below the 21-week moving average. Why was that important? It happened in July. And then in this week's video, we said the only time in history Bitcoin had ever had a candle close below the 200-day. Let's take a look back. Remember, there was one distinct candle that closed below the 200-day. It was right here. Again, this is on a daily chart. And if we look at the date, this one candle in July 2013. So we could be in a similar situation to this. And I'm going to give you my perspective, and I'm going to give you the one thing I want you to watch. But let me explain this scenario for just a second. We know that back here, this in July was the only time in the history that we ever had a candle close below the 21-week during a bull market. And we also know that back here in July was the only time in history that we also had a candle close below the 200-day. Oddly enough, in today's market, we're in those same scenarios. We have price below the 200-day and price below the 21-week. What does that mean? Well, if this scenario played out like this, where back here we had a parabolic run-up, this was a pretty drastic downfall. It was about 78% correction. But we had a parabolic move up, a very drastic correction, falling into those two categories, below the 21-week, below the 200-day, and that was right before our second wave of the parabolic run. The key distinction here, the key to it all, was during this time in July, we did not fall into a bear market. This is the key to this entire video. The key distinction is back here in July, we had below the 21-week, below the 200-day, and we avoided a bear market. We didn't have a death cross, and we didn't continue to have prices below the 200-day. Those are our two check marks. If we go to current day, you can see the curvature on our 50-day. The key to this, and if we can continue a bull market, we have to avoid a death cross in a bear market. We have to. If we fall into a death cross and price action is below here, we're falling into a bear market, it's going to be some time for us to recover, multiple months. If we can avoid it, we can continue our bull market and potentially see another parabolic wave to the upside. But we have to avoid this, right? You can see that anytime we've had 5 candles in a row below the 200-day, it was 1 or 2 months right before we had a death cross and right before we entered a bear market. Let's keep our fingers crossed that this is not the case. But these are the facts in the charts. My emotional opinion, yeah, I want Bitcoin to go to the moon. I want Bitcoin to go to $1 million. But in this channel, we avoid emotion. We avoid the news. We're just focused on the facts in the charts and nothing else. Nothing else. A lot of times we have been on the other side of the fence where not a lot of people are, and we have been talking about things not a lot of people talk about, and we have to go against the herd. Right now, the herd is screaming, bull market next couple years. It's loud and clear. This is a big warning sign. It's also a warning sign we're below the 21-week. We have to pay close attention and how this is going to play out. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think that we are going to have a death cross? Look at this curvature. You know, we have to pay close attention for the next 1 to 2 months. And we're going to be keeping you up to date every step of the way right here. So hit that subscribe button right now. Hit that thumbs up. This is where we take this complex world of crypto, make it super simple so that you have more success. Hit that subscribe button. Join the movement. But this is the key. In 1 to 2 months, we're going to know clearly if we're about to enter a bear market or we're going to really avoid it and the next parabolic run is just around the corner. But there's some warning signs in the charts. There's some things I don't really like to see. I also want you to pay close attention to here. If we go below this 100 week in price action, that's also a pretty big warning sign. So 21 week, 200 week, or 200 day, and 100 week. Those are the three things I want you to watch, as well as the death cross. Okay, we'll be paying close attention to that over the next 1 to 2 weeks. 1 to 2 months. Now, what I want to share with you is John P. John P was really similar to your situation. He thought he could do it on his own. I've been watching Steve's YouTube videos. I think I can do it on my own. And then he kept losing. He kept having so much stress. And he decided, enough is enough. No more stress. I want to feel the joy of winning. So John P signed up. And John P really turned everything around. And he said, quote, I have been gambling with my money, struggling to learn on my own. Today, I gained much more confidence, patience, and I already made 182% on my first trade. I want you to go from feeling that stress, that anxiety, and you say, enough is enough. No more stress. I want to feel the joy of winning. And here's how to do it. You're going to sign up to the Diamond Combo. Again, this sale just days away from being over. Officially, October 8th is the end. If you missed this sale and you missed locking in these ridiculously low prices the past couple weeks, this is your last opportunity. This is your last opportunity. Diamond Combo will be perfect for you if you've been in crypto for just a few months. Diamond Combo includes all important content for our classes. It'll be the first link right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video as well, or go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. $800 with PayPal credit card, extra $500 savings with Bitcoin and Ethereum. You're going to sign up to the Gold Combo. If you have been in crypto around 1 to 2 years, the Gold Combo will be absolutely perfect for you. It'll be the second link. Look right down in the description. It's our top seller by far. You will absolutely love the Gold Combo. Again, 500 with Bitcoin, 500 with PayPal or credit card, extra 500 with Bitcoin or Ethereum. Any questions? Email me right now, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. This is the last chance for the sale. Do not let that opportunity pass you by. Okay, on to Steve's secrets to success. That was a really powerful video. A lot of things to pay close attention to. We're at a pivotal breaking point in Bitcoin, and that death cross and bear market is a distinct warning sign, and we really need to avoid that. So I'm looking forward to keeping you up to date on the latest and greatest of that information. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join the movement. Students, listen up, students. I want to hear from you in the comments. I want to hear from you how the classes have helped you. How have the classes helped you? Let me know in the comments down below. Let us know you're a student, and then let us know your story of how they have helped you. Also, Twitter. If you guys have Twitter, this is our Twitter name, @CryptoCrewU. Again, if it's not at CryptoCrewU and somebody's writing to you, they are a scammer. They are illegally trying to copy us and be us. I got an email the other day from somebody who lost a whole bunch of Ethereum. They said, look, Steve, I thought I was signing up to your classes because this person wrote to me on Twitter with your face and a fake name, and I sent them Ethereum. The only place you can get my classes is on my website, plain and simple. Anything else is an absolute scam, 100% illegal. So pay close attention to that. This is our only Twitter, @CryptoCrewU. Oh, I want to share with you a story. So I posted on the Twitter about a few days ago was in a local town, and I try to give back as much as I can. I try to do it frequently because for me it's really fulfilling, especially to kids and dogs. Those are the two big categories that I've focused on giving, especially the last few years. If you're not a kid and you're not a dog, I'm sorry. Especially kids in less fortunate countries like this one in Ecuador. So if you're not familiar with Steve's Secrets to Success, welcome in. This is where I try to give my best advice that I've learned that really elevate your game, can make you a lot more money. You can have a lot more success. It's the power of the mind. It's a lot of information that you can apply today to see results. So this is something that I do from my heart. I don't know if anybody else is doing things like this in crypto. I doubt it, but this is something that we really believe in, and it's changing lives around the world. So giving back is a thing that we always talk about on this channel. Of those of you that have been following along, you know that it's probably about a month ago now that I gave to the entire school here, a local school. We gave pens, pencils, markers, papers, binders, folders, Play-Doh, everything that we went into the school and we said, what would you like to have? That's what I gave to them. So that was the best feeling in my life that I felt so far, and I try to do things like that as often as possible. And a few days ago, I was in the local town, and the kids love the empanadas. Empanadas are Argentinian empanadas, and I just bought a whole bunch of empanadas and handed them out on the streets, and it was so special just to see the reaction and to see the joy and to feel when you like I always tell you, you can go out and you buy a Rolex for yourself or whatever you want to buy for yourself, and that's a certain type of feeling. But if instead you take that money and you give it to kids or dogs or whatever your passion is, that's a game changer feeling. It is a game changer feeling. You talk about fulfillment in life. That's happiness. That's joy. Try it out. I guarantee you will feel that feeling of just fulfillment. It's so special. But a quick funny story. So I'm giving out the empanadas to all the kids, and they got the biggest smile, and I teach them how to say thank you because English is not, there's not a lot of English out here. And I see this old gentleman on a bike, and he's on a bicycle, and this bicycle looked like it's 70 years old, and the guy is very old. He has one tooth. He just looks a mess. He might be homeless, and I don't want to offend him by offering an empanada, but I just go up with a smile, and I explain to him, hey, I'm doing something nice, and I want to give empanadas away and just bring a smile to everybody's face. And he just looked at me and was like, I don't want any of that crap. And off he went. So I tried to brighten his day. Maybe I'll just stick with kids and dogs. I think that's my sweet spot. But I tried to go, he seemed like a nice guy regardless, but I just thought that story was funny, and I share it with you. Okay, Steve's Secrets to Success today, discipline. Discipline, if you were to take my entire life and break it down into a few words that you say, how did you start to achieve success early on, and what were those things that separated you from the pack? Discipline 100% is one of the major things that you can apply to trading and life. Discipline is following a core set of rules, right? A core set of principles and a core set of rules. Step 1, step 2, step 3, never break them. That's discipline. Under any circumstance, don't break them. When I was a young boy, we didn't have a lot of money, and we struggled. And I realized that at a very early age, so I started making my own money at 7, right? By the time I'm 14, I was so disciplined with money. I would only spend money on something that could make me more money or something I absolutely needed to survive, like water or food. None of the frilly-dillies of a Rolex or a fancy jacket. No. If it didn't provide me more money or a chance to make more money or something that I absolutely need, I didn't buy it. And because I was so disciplined, by the time I'm 14, we were in a rough spot, me and my family. Because I was so disciplined, I was able to help the family. We didn't know how we were going to pay for rent or electricity, and times were a little bit tough. And at the time of 14, because I was so disciplined, I had more money in my bank account than my mom. I had more money in my bank account than my dad. I also had more money in my bank account than my older sister. Because I was disciplined, I was able to help the family, and we didn't get evicted. That's a really good thing. And because I was disciplined, I was able to put myself through college. Because I was disciplined, I was able to fulfill my dreams of traveling around the world. I get asked all the time from my friends, Steve, how did you do it? How were you able to travel to more than 60 countries, live in all different countries around the world? Give me the secret. I want to live next to the beach in different countries. It's discipline. That's it. That's it. I have such a respect for money. I have such a deep passion to continue my core set of principles and be disciplined that I'm able to live the life of my dreams. I'm able to live the life the way I want to live it in my rules, nobody else's rules. And you can easily do that too by starting today by being disciplined. Those of you that have taken my classes are all structured around discipline. We have step 1, step 2, step 3, never break them, and you can only proceed if you get a check mark next to each. It's how I structure these YouTube videos. Look, you want to know how to be in a bull market? Step 1, step 2. You want to know how to be in a bear market? Step 1, step 2. That's discipline. In order to be successful in this game, which is really difficult to do because 95% of people won't be winning in this game, you've got to be disciplined. You have to be extremely focused, disciplined, nothing distracting you, no emotion, and that's tough to do. But I want you to start today by being more disciplined. I want you to take a notebook, write down some core rules, and don't break them. That's how you achieve more success and more wealth in your future. So take that to heart. Last but not least, we're building something special together. This is incredibly exciting. I remember when we barely had just 100 subscribers, 2 years ago, and this is special. I've been able to come on here and just talk from the heart without any borders on things that I feel are exciting, that I feel are important. A lot of times when we do a video, we're really on the other side of the fence, and that's where I'm pretty comfortable, and it makes a lot of people uncomfortable that I'm telling you things through a different lens in the videos. But we've been on the right side of the fence, and we've been blessed and fortunate a lot, and we're building this channel together, and I appreciate you. I'm not doing this alone. It's all your support coming in with a thumbs up, positivity in the comments. We're building such an incredible community together where very like-minded people, very positive people are here, and that's exciting. That's really special. So I'll see you right back here next Wednesday, same time, same place. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, join the movement. If you haven't done so already, thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, hit that bell, right? If you've done all of those things, I love you. I'll see you right back here next Wednesday. Have a beautiful rest of your week, and we will be keeping you up to date on the latest and greatest with what's happening with last week's video and this week's video. Right now, click on the screens, hit one of those boxes, watch another one of our videos, gain some more knowledge. Peace and love to the Crypto Crew.